Electric cars haven't really taken off in India. Part of the reason for that is there's been a dedicated, targeted scare campaign in India operated by fossil fuel companies to try to stop people from adopting electric cars, and they have made the public, people in India, many of them believe electric cars are not safe as a result. Anytime there is a fire in an electric car, bang, the media jumps all over it. Anytime there's a fire in an internal combustion engine vehicle, they say nothing. As a result, electric cars haven't really taken any market share at all in India. In fact, a very small percentage. But that is about to change. The Indian government is changing its policies. It's now putting in place the ability for people to get loans very easily to buy EVs. It's reducing customs duties, which are a huge problem for cars in India. Many cars in India have 100% import tax on them. The government is changing that, and the Indian electric car market is about to take off. There's a bunch of new EVs coming to India. One EV just launched, and it got 20,000 pre-orders in a single day. That is India's only made in India electric car. Now, the thing is, India needs EVs just as much, if not more, than us in the West, than Australia, than America, even than China. Why do they need them? Well, as a result of rapid urbanization, hundreds of millions of people live in cities in India. In fact, there are numerous cities in India with more than 2 million people living in each city. A lack of easy and efficient public transportation solutions, especially for last mile connectivity, has driven unprecedented growth in vehicles over the last 2 decades, causing worsening air quality and related health issues. Now, many people don't take this seriously, but the truth is, according to the EPA, motor vehicles collectively cause 75% of carbon monoxide pollution in the United States. It's estimated 54,000 premature deaths in New Delhi alone, in just New Delhi alone last year, were pollution related. That's 54,000 people who died and didn't need to. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. I'm the Electric Viking. Great to see you. Welcome to all the new subscribers. Welcome back, everyone else. Thanks for tuning in. You know what? The Indian car market is something I haven't touched on enough on this channel. That's going to change because it's emerging. Remember, there's nearly 1.4 billion people in India. That's an enormous percentage of the world's population. And India is a rapidly urbanizing place. Now, as a result of these scare campaigns in India, EVs haven't taken off. And to be honest, the government policies have been part of the problem. However, that's all about to change. Now, as I just mentioned, one of India's car makers, Tata Motors, has just launched an EV. It's affordable. Many people in India will be able to buy this car, and they've just started ordering this car en masse. I mean, thousands and thousands of pre-orders within a very short space of time. And all of a sudden, the Indian car market's going, hang on a minute. People do want electric cars. The government now is supporting them. So people in India clearly are saying, you know what, this scare campaign, this anti-EV scare campaign, not sure we believe that. Not sure that's actually true. Maybe that's just propaganda. So the Indian car market, how big is it? Well, in 2019, 4.4 million cars were sold in India. Now, those numbers have decreased since then due to the COVID pandemic. Even though much of India was under lockdowns for part of last year, still did nearly 4 million car sales. I believe that figure will increase steadily over the next few years to the point where India will probably eventually take around 10% of the world's car market. So it is important. BYD just said they want to take 40% market share in India by 2030. That's a huge goal. That's what they want to do. And they're doing it. They're planning on doing it by selling electric cars. BYD are bringing the Atto 3. They already sell one of their EVs, the E6 in India, but that's just really primarily a fleet car. But they're bringing the Atto 3. The Atto 3 is on sale here in Australia. Many countries around the world now, the Atto 3 is on sale and it's doing really, really well. People love the car. They love the price of it. I think in India, it's going to be a huge success as well. especially now that the Indian government is supporting electric car manufacturers who don't necessarily make cars in India. Now, that's been a key sticking point with Tesla. Why are Tesla not selling their EVs in India? Well, because of import duties. They're huge, but that's changing now. Import duties are going to be significantly decreased on electric cars. Plus, the government is bringing in stuff like helping people to get loans to buy EVs. So I'm really seeing some great positive news from the Indian government. Their decisions lately have been really cool to see. And that's part of the reason I'm making this video. What are the new EVs coming to India? Well, interestingly, there's quite a few EVs coming. Now, whether or not all of these will actually come when the companies say they will, I don't know. But here's what different manufacturers around the world are saying about when they're bringing their electric cars to India and which models they're actually going to sell there. Expected on the 14th of November. So what's that? 3 weeks away is the Hyundai Ioniq 5, one of the best electric cars in the world. Will that go on sale on that date? I don't know. Honestly, Hyundai does seem to be struggling with production of the Ioniq 5 over the past few months. Sales have decreased globally. Same with the EV6 from Kia. But hopefully it does go on sale there. I think there's going to be quite a few people in India that will be stoked to get one of those cars. I personally would be. Next up, the Ford Mustang Mach-E. Yep, Ford's going to be selling the Mach-E in India. It's coming out on the 15th of November. Next, the Mercedes-Benz EQA. That's coming out on the 4th of December. Now, personally, if you're in India, if you're watching this video, don't buy the EQA. The Ioniq 5, the Mustang Mach-E, they're both better cars and they're cheaper. So yeah, that's my recommendation. Get one of those instead of the EQA. Just because it's called Mercedes doesn't mean it's great. Mercedes do actually make some good EVs. The EQA, not one of them. Anyway, the BYD Atto 3. That's coming on the 16th of December of this year. Now, that's the car I think that will probably sell more in India than any other electric car. Now, the key reason for that is because production. BYD, obviously, they are producing at an incredible historic rate. Tesla and BYD are just producing so many EVs. They're able to supply markets with thousands of cars because of their production capability. Plus, this vehicle is much more affordable than all those vehicles I just mentioned. In fact, it's going to be 30 lakh. So it's going to be about half the price. In fact, less than half the price of the Mustang Mach-E, half the price of the EQA, nearly half the price of the Ioniq 5. Yeah, you see my point here. It's actually kind of affordable. So that's definitely a great car to consider, the Atto 3. Now, I'll put some links in the description below to my reviews on the Atto 3. The Atto 3 did actually just get a 5-star safety rating in Europe and I believe in New Zealand as well. Now, they're doing some final testing, some final regulatory stuff before it will probably get a 5-star rating here in Australia as well. And I have one of those that I'm meant to have been picked up already, but it's been held up for whatever reason. Should have that soon though. So highly recommend the Atto 3. Very affordable, good car. And also lithium iron phosphate batteries. The Ioniq 5, ternary batteries. Mustang Mach-E, ternary batteries. EQA, ternary batteries. They're decent, they're good. They have good energy density, but they don't have nowhere near as many charge cycles. The lifetime will be much shorter for those battery packs. And as well, remember, LG Chem make the majority of those packs, and they've had more recalls than every other battery company put together in the last 3 years. So, the reliability of those battery packs is definitely questionable. Now, I know some people are going to say in the comments below, oh, you shouldn't be saying this about LG Chem. I'm sorry, my friends, the facts are the facts. The facts are LG Chem has had more recalls, like I said, than every single other battery company put together in the last 3 years. More. So that's definitely worth considering before you buy an electric car. If you want reliability, Atto 3 is more likely to be reliable. Next car, Mercedes-Benz EQB. Now that's a pretty good EV, but it's quite expensive. That's coming out on the 15th of December 2022. Tesla Model Y is said to be coming out on December 29th, 2022. As you can see, there's a whole lot of EVs, good ones, coming out within the next month in India. So it's pretty exciting to see what's happening now. All of a sudden, the Indian market is just like opening up, changing. The government's changed the rules there. Okay, we're coming to India now. So you guys really have that to thank. Government policies are really, really important. Now, 3 more EVs coming. Nissan Leaf. Nissan say that's coming in 2025. Yeah, that'll be dead by then. Sorry, guys. That's false information. Nissan, I don't know why this is. I found this on several websites. Nissan Leaf is going to come to India at some point. I don't think so. I think that car's on the way out. It's old, it's dated. Don't even consider one of those if they haven't come on sale. Atto 3 would be a much better choice. Probably about the same price, but a much better car. Now, another car that's coming is the Mahindra XUV E9. Now, obviously, Mahindra is actually an Indian car manufacturer, and they'll be launching that EV, which is kind of a mid-sized coupe SUV, sort of a similar size to Tesla Model Y and the Mustang Mach-E. Now, not sure when exactly that's coming, but Mahindra say that's coming soon. So that's another choice that looks like it will be manufactured in India. So it will probably be more affordable than all those other cars I've just mentioned. Now, there is actually a bunch of other EVs available on sale right now in India. I'm about to make a video about those cars and tell you what my recommendations are, which one you should consider versus other ones based on all the research that I've done over the past couple of years on this YouTube channel. We've done more than 2,500 videos, and so it's taken a lot of work and a lot of research and a lot of trying to work out the facts from the marketing made up stuff that we hear from the media. The media just makes up nonsense. The media doesn't care about telling you the truth. They just care about making money. So here on the channel, to be honest, I'm just all interested in being objective and telling you guys the truth as I see it. Those are the EVs coming out in India. I'm really excited. The Indian car market, it is important. It is important we reduce emissions in India. There's no need to have like hundreds of thousands of people dying in India from pollution. And a big part of that pollution is cars. It is motorbikes. Remember, right? Electric scooters, electric bicycles, electric tuk-tuks, those are the kind of things that are coming to India as well. And they're going to have a huge impact on reducing pollution. So if you're in India right now, definitely have a look out and see if there's anything available. I know there are models available. There's more models coming as well. Remember, Jaguar is also targeting India. Now, they're the biggest swappable electric motorbike company in the world. So you can basically swap out a battery within the space of about 30 seconds using their swappable batteries, and it's very, very affordable. Now, they've taken off in Taiwan, in Asia, Southeast Asia, massive company coming to India. That is going to absolutely change the market there, because obviously cars are a pretty small market share in the transport segment in India. Much more important to decarbonize pollution in India is getting all those old gasoline-powered motorbikes, tuk-tuks, all those kinds of vehicles off the roads, replacing them with electric versions, which are, to be honest, more reliable, cheaper, and much, much healthier for everyone living in those cities. I'll be talking about that more on the channel. Make sure you stay tuned and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.